always wonder if NFL cheerleaders are actually cheerleaders, and I'm here to tell y'all one thing and one thing only.
They're not.
And this is an episode of Terry's Table Talk, where we will talk about NFL cheerleaders and how they are actually dancers. Well, guys, I am back with another episode, of course. You already seen my introduction and where I was at. I was on a bus with my cheer team. Well, not my cheer team, but the team I coach, which is my Northwestern Senior High School varsity and junior varsity cheerleaders. And we was at UCA camp, where it actually shows cheerleaders cheering. So with this episode, yes, I'm gonna be a little bit shady, because at the end of the day, this is how I feel, this is my opinion, and you already know where you're on Terry's Table Talk. So let's get into it. First and foremost, everyone always talks about, oh, Terry, why don't you become an NFL cheerleader? Or Terry, why don't you be a cheerleader? And things like that. Why don't I take my cheering to the NFL level? Well, first and foremost, they are dancers, okay? Me personally, I've been cheering since I was 3 years old, okay? So I was never used to the auditioning part of where I had to do across the floors, pirouettes, leaps, fan kicks. Yeah, I was never introduced to that, only in dance class. So they actually perform, they do the leg kicks, they do pirouettes, they do turns, leaps, blah, 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 blah. They do all of that on the football field. So technically they're NFL dancers. They're not NFL cheerleaders. I was not going to sit here and waste my time trying to pretend I know how to dance for real. I know how to dance. I know how to do pirouettes. I know how to do leaps. I know how to do fan kicks and stuff. But my body type is very much a slim thick. Okay? We always wonder, how come you never, audition or tried out? I'll tell y'all why. One reason why I never tried out was because you have to really sit here and do a minute and a half solo of different variations of dance, which is lyrical, contemporary, jazz, hip hop, funk, all that other things. And I'm really not good at when it comes to improv. Baby, you can give me some choreography and I can kill it right then and there. But when it's time to improv, I don't know what I would do, but I wouldn't do what I want in my head. It may look good in my head. I'd be okay, I could do a fan kick and I could turn and I could just drop down to the split. But baby, it could probably look way, way worse than what it is. So I can never sit here and try to put myself out there to the fact that yeah, I'm auditioning to be an NFL cheerleader, but I'm really being a dancer, which is not really fair in my opinion, because if you have the term cheerleader in the word, it should be actual cheerleaders doing cheerleader things, and we can get to that point. So with the term cheerleaders, right, you have to get the crowd entertained, get the crowd involved, and just on their toes cheering for the football team. Yes, but when it comes to actually my cheering, where I was in college and I was doing stunts, I was tumbling, I was dancing, but I also leading the crowd, that's where I think the cheerleaders should be involved. And that's why NFL cheerleaders should be renamed to NFL dancers, because they don't do no stunts, they don't do no tumbling. All they do is just dance, and that's not really cheering. Yeah, y'all say a few cheers here and there, but y'all not really cheering. I don't know what's the legitimate terms or the legal terms behind the fact that there's no real cheerleaders. Maybe because it's going to take, I said, cheering is a sport. Whether you don't like it or not, cheering is a sport, and we do have a lot of injuries. It's probably just an injury prone thing, but at the same time, dancers get injured too. It may not be as harsh as cheerleaders, but they do get injured too. So I just feel if y'all gonna sit here and say NFL cheerleaders, y'all need to actually put NFL dancers. And if you really do want cheerleaders, and you really want people that actually know how to change the game and change the pro levels to NFL cheer, you need to actually bring cheerleaders involved. It's not fair that if I want to sit here and go pro, I have to sit here and twist and I spit. Let's rewind that back. So it's not fair if I want to sit here and cheer in the NFL when I really have to sit here and actually scratch everything I learned from the past 20 plus years from when I was 3 years old and try to flip it and try to, change the way I do things. Like, that's not fair. Like, my last dance class I took was last year at a heat camp, but that was just for me to just try it out to see if I liked it or not. And to be honest, I ain't really like it because that's not me and that's not my style. So for me to sit here and try to readjust to, like, an NFL cheerleader, like, I learned how to do leaps, I gotta learn how to do fan kicks, turns, pirouettes, especially like on ground and in heels too. Like, I'm not built for that. College teams, like college dance teams, are built for that. That's why they have the better opportunity to try to go into the pro level as an NFL cheerleader, which is not, in my opinion, it's not fair, because you can have, if I want to sit here and try out for a pro team when I got out of college, I should have got the same type of treatment and training so I could be ready. But at the same time, I was a cheerleader. I wasn't a dancer. So I wasn't thinking like I'm prepared for that. Because let's be real. Once you cheer collegiate level, you cheer all-star, you cheer high school, you cheer so on, so on. You can literally only stop at college level cheerleading, unless you really want to sit here and turn over to being a dancer. That's different. But at the same time, like, I wanted to do, when I was younger, I wanted to be a cheerleader in the NFL. I wanted to be the one that was like cheering, doing flips and stuff for the team, because that's what a cheerleader is. So I just thought that wasn't fair for, like, NFL cheerleader is actually a dancer. So where are we going to fix this problem at? Because I kind of still want to do it just for the one time. That's all. But yeah, so when are we going to, like, change the rules and stuff for actual cheerleaders to join the NFL cheer team? Because I'm going to be real with y'all. It's hard to try to learn how to adjust to something I've been learning since I was 3 years old, to learning how to actually fan kick, turn, like, lead, like, all that other things. Like, I feel like it's not fair, but life isn't fair. But what are we going to do to adjust that? Because I actually want to cheer in pro level. But yeah, that's Terry's Table Talk for you. This is all from all my cheerleaders, all my pro people that want to go pro. Like, this is for everybody. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys on the next Terry's Table Talk. Bye bye.